What is happening, guys? And today, I think I've got a pretty cool topic to talk about. Just play the intro.
It's morphin' time!
Today I really want to talk about Hasbro's Lightning Collection. One of the toy lines I'm super invested in right now, which I imagine if you're watching this video, you probably are too. Hopefully by the end of this video it's going to help you guys decide whether this is a toy line for you or if it's something just to pass on. So let's jump in. For 25 years the Power Rangers toy line was ran by Bandai. An extremely successful partnership. I mean, if it was going for 25 years, it had to be a super good partnership, and I think it was. The Bandai line for me, what can I say? I mean, they're the OGs for Power Rangers, and they're still carrying on with Super Sentai. Super successful partnership, but in 2018, Saban and Bandai mutually agreed not to renew the Master Toy license. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Master Toy license. Master Morpher. Master Toy license. Yeah. Enter Hasbro. Hello, Hasbro. So this was huge in the Power Ranger fandom. For 25 years we grew up with Bandai producing all of the toys. Grew up with Bandai's creations, and now after all these years, the toy line was just passed over to Hasbro. Whoa. When this happened, my mind was split at the time. And one way I was like, Bandai, no! I'm gonna miss you. Another, Hasbro, as in the toy makers of all I could think was, imagine Transformers blueprints mixed in with Power Rangers. Holy shit. So fast forward up until today. So today, we're now over a year in with Hasbro. Year and a half, something like that, as the toy maker for Power Rangers. I can't speak for everyone, but I'm enjoying my stay with Hasbro. I have some gripes, of course, but I feel the good outweighs the bad. That's all in my opinion though. I need to stress that not everyone feels the same about this. Not everyone is happy with Hasbro. A lot of people are still missing Bandai, and I mean, I do miss Bandai at certain points, but hopefully I'll be able to give you a little bit more info as to why I'm more happy with Hasbro right now. But you're here for the toys, not a history lesson. Okay, bring on the toys. That was a probably over the top B-roll for not the entire collection that I have, but hey, it's all I've got at this point. So let's start on why I love this toy line. One, I feel Hasbro have got the Ranger sculpts pretty perfect. Over the years, Bandai has been over-exaggerating the look of Rangers with massive chests and extremely bulky muscles, which you do see in the Legacy line and some older recreations of the MMPR line. Hasbro seems to be trying to stay true to the Rangers by making them look and feel like the Rangers we watched on TV. That's what I get from that. So number two, articulation. Now this has just been a huge plus. The Lightning Collection figures are extremely adaptable to a ton, and I mean a ton, of poses. You want to pose Tommy in a high jump kick? You can do it. Need to point that toe out more? You can do it. Hasbro got you covered. It doesn't mean articulation is perfect, but it's It's really, really good, especially when you take into account point 3. So number 3 is the price. Average price for the Lightning Collection is around $19.99 per figure. For a great sculpted figure that can be displayed to fit in with your Power Ranger collection. Or if you're a toy photographer like me, you can get them being the Rangers we know they are. It's a great price. I don't think they need to be any more expensive, but I don't think, I mean, when you find them cheaper, that's really good. I mean, Psycho Blue I think is always at like £15 right now, but like, these are in no way premium toys, but they're certainly not budget toys either, I think. Prices do tend to be higher for the exclusives and highly sought after figures like Draken, Goldar, Dragon Shield, Black Ranger, etc, etc. And obviously a bit more for the double packs and San Diego Comic Con exclusive like the Zeo Gold and Red Armor Ranger double pack, a really cool one. I like that one a lot. I mean, so that's really all I've come up with in terms of how much I like them. Yeah, I think they are unbelievable for price. I love the sculpts on pretty much all of them. There hasn't been one that I've hated yet, which is good. So I think it's time to talk about the bad points. Now, like I say, the good outweighs the bad. I think starting at number 1 for the bad is quality control. Quality control for the Hasbro Lightning Collection line has been a massive hit or miss. A lot of mine have been good, but I have seen a load of other people's on like Facebook groups or forums and things like that, that the quality is not good when it comes to paint application. Hasbro, you need to do better with paint and application, because if someone's paying £20 for the figure, and albeit not the most expensive of figures, but you still need the paint to be perfect. And you do get people out there that are happy to take on the challenge to sort the paint, which is cool. Not everybody has that luxury or can be bothered doing. They just want to buy the figure, set it up, do whatever they want with it, and that is it. Rather than having to go out and buy paints and learn how to paint a figure and blah 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 blah. I don't know, I think, is that my only gripe? Is that actually the only thing I have wrong with it? Is the that might be the only issue I've got with the Lightning Collection. Oh no, I don't. So, head sculpts. I don't know if I've spoke about this often, but I'm not a fan of the head sculpts. It's cool that they add them in, but I just am not a fan of them, especially that 90%. In my opinion, I don't want to put this on anybody, but this is just my opinion. Every time I see the head sculpts, I struggle to find them looking like their actor or actress. I think maybe Tommy, they did okay. Lord Draken, that was a little bit better, but Tommy was okay. Kimberly, sometimes when I look at it, I'm like, ooh, that does look like it. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Zack, I don't think that. Rocky was the worst. They did not capture him at all. I think Trini was really good. I think Trini was quite good. But it's a complete hit or miss whether you're gonna get a good head sculpt. And I don't know, like, I just don't think they look that great. But factor in the price, they give you quite a few accessories, including a head swap. It's pretty epic. So I mean, it's a negative followed by a positive. I think I've said a few times that I would be happier without the head sculpt, but would I miss it? Maybe. I don't think I would. I think some things do require a head sculpt, like the Shadow Ranger. Having Doggy Kruger was quite a good touch. It was actually, and I suppose you can't go wrong with Doggy Kruger. Like, how are you going to mess up that face? So I think that was done really well. It's funny talking about this right now because Ranger Slayer doesn't have a head sculpt, which I'm actually really annoyed at, because Comic Kim is just unreal. She's just awesome. I think that was number 2. And like I say, the good completely outweighs the bad. I think number 3, if I really having to say it, is that I'm not looking forward to Hasbro re-releasing figures all the time. Like you see them doing with the Transformers line, they might give you a double pack, but then they'll release the figures individually at some stage, or they'll do a recolor, or they'll do an upgrade, and that's one thing that I'm not looking forward to, and I feel like we're seeing that happen already with, I really like the idea of the Lord Zed and Rita double pack. I'm really a big fan of that. I'm really happy that they're finally doing a decent Rita, and then they're doing the Zed figure. I mean, a lot of people have Zed already. It would be good to get a separate Rita version, which I also think they're going to do. They're going to bring out a Rita on her own, probably not with the kind of scary face things, maybe do a different head sculpt, but nah, I'm not looking forward to having to re-buy the same figure because it's maybe got a better paint job or they've added in things that they forgot. Like on Lord Zed, he's got more, like his fingers are now going to have the silver parts that weren't on the original. Wait, actually I've got Zed here. Yeah, so I think like he's got more of like chrome and things like, well, I don't think it's chrome, but the silver sort of plastic going down his fingers, and details are potentially a bit better. And remember, Zed was wave 1, so I suppose it will get better, but it's one of them things that they just don't need to keep on doing, especially with the Ranger line. Guys, I really think that is it. I can't think of anything else that the Hasbro line annoys me. The good 100% is a ton. It's just crazy good compared to the bad. Let me know what you guys think. Are you enjoying collecting the line? Are you getting every single figure? Are you excited for future Hasbro products? Because the Lightning Collection doesn't just contain the figures. You have the weapons, the morphers, the helmets that are coming out soon. Like the morpher, I think we'll speak about that another day. I think the morpher that's for another day. I'm not talking about the morpher right now. The Dragon Dagger, that is also going to be part of the morpher video because there's a lot to say about that one too. So guys, thanks again for watching this video about the Lightning Collection. If you like this one, smash that like button. It really helps me out. If you're not already, please consider subscribing to the channel for all your toy photography needs. And I will see you guys in the next one. Stronger than before. You're not a Zero Ranger. Right, I think I'm done.